First, I'm at Santa Fe team. And then, we're in spring. And looks like that sounds like winter is absolutely over after February. It is absolutely pretty kind of a little bit terrible. It's the early days of summer. But it's absolutely going to be doing for such as a little bit of great idea. But some more, I guess, for starting with it a little bit for only one thing. So, it's going to be an update of the road scale Central Railroad as well. As we're going to be doing for it as well, to start all the way to make ourselves completely good as well. Make sure everything is going to be loaded up quickly and is going to be good as well. So looks like we're going to be start all the way down here using as the trains as well. And the last time we did using for a Frisco Decapod as well, using for this one by probably isn't powerful, and that can cause it driving around for the railroad size as well. And it's because we're going to be using for a hull class as well, and by using for this a little bit of one conditions as well. So if it does not absolutely going to be trying to articulate it for only one thing as well. I make sure that I'm going to be starting for Australian trains, and now it's going to be starting for a little bit as one, and before it's not going to be completely good. And because loaded up for some kind of a little bit ones as well. And I'm probably going to be using for all the way down here. So we're absolutely pretty done at this one. And it's because of this one, we'll absolutely subject to be still used for the most likely powerful train. The next one will be going to be something a little bit not powerful one as well. By using as this, Sierra Railroad 460. And the 60 was absolutely pretty the first one that I never absolutely tried to see that one. Now we're going to be using for a J class as well that it should enable to get probably if I just going to be using into some kind of historic trains. Let's do starting around for the historic trains whatsoever. And because this video might able to take for so long, but without making a little bit for going to be using for 262 Parry. It was absolutely using for a turbo kinds of kerosene lines as well. And because of some other kinds of kerosene turbine engines as well, I could have using for the 25 tonner Harada in J3A Hudson. And it looks like we're going to be finding all the way for 040 Berkshire or saddle tank. Looks like this is some kind of just a little bit small Percy like these ones. And started with saddle tanks as even possible, and because of this is absolutely wasn't able to get happen for this a little bit earlier. Now starting for this a little bit slower, and because using for a 060T and some kind of the little bit of one things will not look like American, and because of these ones we're gonna be doing something a little bit of reducements, and I think it must be powerful enough to hold up against them. And by the way, let's gonna be using for that one train yesterday, but this one it's gonna be taking for a little bit as one shrink this man off the course, and I might sure that I'm using for delete mode on for itself. So the NWY6B, and it's absolutely, wait a second, is this something kind of just a little bit of testing train? It wasn't absolutely pretty such as big as train at all, and because of smaller trains look like this, it's absolutely pretty such as gonna be good idea. And it looks like Sierra Railroad, and it will be gonna be taking for so much the 440s. It was an absolutely trying to a little bit big as well. 240. It was absolutely pretty a little bit small, but we'll try that chasey journey whatsoever. Why am I using that kind of train again? If this is absolutely going to be necessary, that I'm currently in Santa Fe, looks like we're going to be started to ride that train. I think I need some other kinds of cars as well, because let's going to be pressing G. What is absolutely taking for just a little bit of a moment? I think I need to turn off with this one. Because it's not going to be trying to get all the way segment, is because this is exactly how some kind of a Pullman coaches were absolutely pretty a little bit big. So all of these for Pullman coaches were everywhere in other kinds of railroad companies as well, or railway companies, We just gotta be getting a little bit for society, for old-timey baggage as well. If this is not gonna be going for a road trip, we can't do for any kinds of road trips as well. It's because of this gonna be using for old-timey passenger, the open air coaches as well, using for red and yellow coach. It's just some kind of, just like a Pullman as well. It's just like gonna be getting a little bit huge, Southern Pacific, a huge coach. And this is gonna be such as a little bit big as well. And the New York Central should be gonna be might able to get a little bit big. I think big things is gonna be such as huge like this one is before. It's because of using for something a little bit for a new coach. Let's see if this is gonna be trying to do like this one. Using for a heavyweight coach as well. These are the new heavyweight coaches. As you never able to see, that coach from itself, that may never fit at all. And it's just too heavy, and because of this train won't handle for at all. Let's gonna be pressing G once again. Let's use the passengers for a heavyweight like these things. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like we just absolutely made things a little bit sure. And the heavyweight end is going to be taking like this one as before. If this train looks heavy, and this is not going to be really handling over here. As it looks like if this is absolutely connected into the train, maybe I'm not pretty sure. This is what happened to do like this one. If I just ride that train, now we cannot able to do like this before. If this is what absolutely is going to be look like heavy, I think it does not able to handle for so much heavyweight coaches. If this somewhere for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heavyweight coaches as well. And but the meantime, that the red light is absolutely missing. And it does not pretty sure that the red line coaches, the red rail coaches, it should be going to be taking for a little bit as one. And the top speed should be 121 miles an hour. So if this acceleration must be extremely slow. But looks like this train wasn't able to get a little bit for things a little bit fast either. And because it's gonna be taking for a little bit as much. And before we make it onto Shizer as well. And make it all the way to gear 4. 4% of throttle. And looks like it's gonna be accelerated extremely slow. And what if it's just absolutely taking for a little bit of slow right here? It's not taking for a high-speed humor. Let's continue around for passenger service. And well, nobody's here, I guess. I'm just gonna be rejoining to this server. But I absolutely find all the way. I got 1,700 deliveries totally. As we're gonna be getting all of for a first 10 passengers. But looks like we're going to be taking all over to this place and getting up into the city as we're near at the end of this video as well. So looks like we're going to be taking to stop your train at the station and pick up some other kinds of passengers. Now it looks like we're going to be taking a little bit of this one. And how long it is, and very long at the station, is not going to be taking for a very longer than their station as well. So it looks like we're going to be taking for a little bit of complete stop until the train has completely stopped. And some kinds of all the passenger trains have been aborted so quick as we're going to be departing for just literally right now. Where's the sun? Where are the other players? And it's absolutely pretty gone too long. As it looks like the train about the Frisco 1630, the train number as well. So if I just gonna be turn on delete mode on, this is the Frisco Decapod as we're speeding all the way up into its darkness. So it looks like we're gonna be heading all the way up, and we're not seeing to hear about this whistle. And because of this only one strategy that we're never able to say. The train chugs is not going to be taking for a little bit slowly. It does not able to handle some kind of heavyweight that can result a stall of the engine as well. Because of this one strategy is going to be taking a little bit weird. It should be going to be taking around for 13% of throttle. It is going to be taking for a little bit slow. but I need somewhere for upgrades about this train. Maybe we should try to make for a powerful train as Nickel Plate Road. It's gonna be taking up for against last night. It looks like nobody absolutely enjoying this game as well, and because all of a sudden it has absolutely so dark at all, and because of just gonna be climbing up, and made it up right here into the straight night as hell. So if we're gonna be trying to get all the way up, and this is how it's extremely slow, but how slow it is make sure that you leave a like and subscribe. And what happened is this is absolutely going to be taking for very slow, but how many for millions of dollars as well, and it's too much for top deliveries will be millions of themselves. But the red absolutely is still night, no shining for whatsoever, and if that's the case, we're not absolutely still in winter anymore, and because we're inside of spring. In the early summer of this day, we'll be absolutely taking for this only one right, but over for kind of just a little bit to make our way to the city. But all of this sudden, it is gonna be taking for a little bit once as well. It's still chugging. It's still gonna be for going all the way for up here. This is not gonna be taking for various distractions. So it looks like we're gonna take around for slow about these passengers. No, we're never gonna be making up the intention as well. So everything inside of the interior of the passengers will be taking around for slowly by either. Let's see how it counts. 710 for 710 passengers. As we're gonna be using about for this one. Try to press E for this one. If this is gonna be whoa, not yet. This is gonna be taken for around for the passengers. If this is not absolutely going to be taking for only one thing, it's going to be moving all the way down here. I'm staying here. It's not going to be possible. I might get hit by someone's trains, as always. Since we're moving again, that was absolutely extremely terrifying whatsoever. But I'm sorry, this video is causing us raping instantly because of extraordinary distractions. But very serious distractions make it too much as well. But we're inside of the Everfree Forest. It's not inside of that one. As we're coming throughout for taking for a little bit much time. It's gonna be taking for very slowly whatsoever. It took more very slowing around for this one. So let's gonna be pressing around T. This is not gonna be using for a cheat mode. So let's gonna be seeing inside of the cab. And I can't see throughout for this yesterday. And this update that might absolutely can't see at the bottom of this one, and because it was absolutely pretty dark, that can cause this video quality unable to make it itself for just a little bit for once. We have 10 cars, 29,000, and because of this only one thing that we're absolutely hitting throughout for 710 deliveries. 1,710 deliveries is absolutely pretty up. Now looks like we just absolutely never came into the station. That before is not going to be meant to be, as before we're going to be end of this video. Now it looks like the train is absolutely pretty slow, and look at some of the passenger coaches. Looks like the Pullman coaches as well, and because still night running towards into the city, I think we just absolutely need for an exact hurry as well, and because of this one is absolutely going to be tucking around for the top speed. And most of recently, it's gonna be explode my engine as well. And looks like we're gonna be end of this video quickly for this one. And that must be the 94th row scale video, as we never been through before as well. So it looks like we're gonna be staying all the way around here. 1,720 deliveries have been delivered. So it looks like we're just gonna be jumping out of the train, and we'll end of this video. So if you enjoyed for this one video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And we just made for things various distractions whatsoever. So thanks for watching, and 2 players has been joined that I just back in for just a few moments ago that I'm gonna be talking you guys into our next video. I think I just almost gonna be broke out for my microphone or something.